depending how different finisher we have. Got 3 main circuits. The wheel template does you have an active rest, okay, that becomes anything but a rest to be fair at the end. 30 seconds work with just a couple of seconds to switch exercises. You have an active rest that you start with and come back to every other 30 seconds. Okay, and that's today we're doing those using the light dumbbells. So our first one today, the first circuit is T-runners. So we start with it for 30 seconds and we come back to it every other 30 seconds. First set, fine. Third, fourth, fifth, then that shoulders really start to wear. There's a lot of shoulder endurance there. Now, off that sort of hub exercise, as we call it, you've got your spoke exercises, which are more high intensity. Again, you do it for 30 seconds in between your hub exercise. Okay, and there's 4 of them. And each one, you've got a kettlebell variation, a bodyweight variation, a burpee variation, and a core exercise. So, your first wheel is like this. So your hub exercise, your active rest that you start with and return to every other 30 seconds is T-runners. This is why it's quite notorious this. So you're holding your dumbbells out, you don't want anything too heavy, and you're just doing a little jogging on the spot, okay? Little foot to foot. Exercise 1, you put them down and you're doing a lateral bound, okay? So on one leg, load that leg up a little bit, push off to the other leg. Okay, you haven't got to go miles, okay? It's just there, right leg, load it up, left leg, load it up, right leg. Okay, try and keep it smooth and fluid. 30 seconds. Grab your dumbbells again and you want your T-runners. Put them down. The second exercise is your kettlebell exercise, and on the first one, you're just doing kettlebell swings, your kettlebell staple, really. Remember with your swings, you're going through that, imagine that's a triangle, thigh triangle, that's where you're going. Don't go too low, don't squat your swings, hinge your swings into your glutes. Okay, so fire up the glutes, okay, push your knees slightly apart, get your kettlebell going, it's there, through the hips, drive the hips forward, okay, using your glutes. 30 seconds of swings, then you're back on your T-runners. Then the third exercise, a burpee variation. And for our first round, we are doing double pro jack burpee. So before you're down to the floor, and then you go 1, 2 legs, jack legs before you come up. Down, 1, 2, up, okay? Just a little bit of variety there. Then get back to your T-runners. Well, the last one is the abs. And for the first round, we're doing overhead sit-ups. We keep on holding the dumbbells for this one. Okay? There. Arms straight up. And then up as you sit up. There you go. Almost behind you, yeah? So your arms are continuously at that angle to the floor. Okay, which makes the core work hard. And that's your fourth one, and then you go around again. We go twice around the wheel, rest, and then move to the next circuit. Okay? But worst comes to worst, just follow me. Okay, it's all to time, it's 30 seconds. Your changeovers are quite quick though, you're looking at like 6 seconds. Okay? So, if you need any extra rest, just have it, take it, if you've just started. Okay, right. Ready then, so starting with T-runners, and we return to these every other 30 seconds. This is your hub exercise. So, just like a warm-up, only this time, if you can, although not necessary, you can just do jacks like you do the warm-up, but with dumbbells if you can. Okay, so it makes it, you're not using your shoulders quite as much as last time, but you are somewhat. Okay, just a light set of dumbbell in your hand. As I say, alternatively, if you've reached that point where your shoulders are saying no more, then just do regular jacks. Your body weight exercise, the first 30 seconds, is broad jump, back pedal. So, hinge the hips, load up the glutes, there. You're going to do a little jump forward, meter maximum. Then land into the squat, and then triple jump back. Or, back pedal like that, so it's you. So broad jump, back pedal. Broad jump, back pedal. Okay, that's number one. Then you're doing your jacks. Number two, your kettlebell exercise. This time is a high pull. So you're going to start like a swing, but this time you're going to pull it up. So you're going to get the back muscles nice and high, just sort of, just below the chin level, arms back. So through the hips, pull nice and high. Pull from the side. Okay. That's your jacks. Then you've got your burpee variation. This time, just sort of rocket jump burpee. So, burpee first, then you come in. Your feet are by your hands. Then you literally launch up and reach with your hands as high as you can. Like you're trying to reach the ceiling. Okay? And then your ab exercise, the last one, is leg raises. Plain old, no frills. Brace the core. Pull your belly button into the ground. Lift your head and shoulders. Raise and lower. Remember, don't sit on your hands. If you're sitting on your hands, I know it's tempting, but that will be doing the job your core should be doing. Yeah, your core should be tilting the hips like that. You shouldn't have to use your hands. Okay, what I'd rather you do to make it easier is just do bent leg. Okay, then as you get better, then straighten them out. Don't do this. Pointless. Okay, it's doing the job that the core should be doing. It's the whole point of the exercise. Right, okay. That's it then. Here we go. Round two. Well, at least that active rest isn't quite so nasty. I don't think.
No, it's not.
You can make your own choice when you do it. Okay. Well, here we go then. Wheel two, round one, exercise one, loading jump. 2, 1. again, dumbbell in hand, optional. It starts, there's no shoulders this time, it starts to really wear the calves down. So basically, you imagine you're skipping. That's really all you do. You haven't got to move your arms like that, but that's what you're doing. Dumbbells in hand, there's soft knees. Okay, so I'm making as little noise as possible, body hops. Okay? That's your active rest. Right, your body weight exercise. Scorpion press ups. So the upper body this time. As you lower, engage the glute, the leg comes over. Like that. Okay, or on the knees. Okay? Doing on the knees now. Remember, hey, hi Sandra, good morning. When you're doing press ups for anybody starting new, you've been here today, this is the angle you want your push up to be. You want to be an arrowhead. The biggest mistake people make in press ups is they're a T. They do this. Okay, now look where my hand is. Your hand needs to be there. Level with the lower chest. And I'm pulling my shoulders down. So my scapula, shoulder blade is pulled tight to the rib cage. And you can see the lats are engaged so they can help stabilise. Okay, try to get in that habit, even if it means reversing to kneeling push-ups. Really get that position on the knees, on the belly. Pull the elbows down. Lift your belly off the floor, then push. Keeping that engagement. Okay, anyway, that's number one. Scorpion press-ups. Number two is your kettlebell exercise. And we're doing plyo deadlift. Or regular deadlift if you're a beginner. Get good form. So this time the kettlebell is coming from the floor. So you want the kettlebell level with your heels, not there. Okay, heels. Then you've got to get a good hinge. Knees, engage the glutes. So just imagine somebody's pushing your knees together and you're going, no, and resisting it. Okay? That'll give you that perfect start. Then your hips need to go back. Hopefully you've got enough length in the hamstrings. Sit backwards. Close your armpits. And then just hinge up. From there, look, see where the kettlebell goes. And not here. That's when your lower back's going to hurt. Okay? So deep sit back, hinge, knees out, armpits closed. Okay. Number three, burpee variation. Oh, by the way, the kettlebell one for more advanced people. I want you to add in that little plyometric jump, softly down. Well, that's optional, and that's only if you've absolutely mastered the deadlift. Burpee variation. I'll give you the hardest. Burpee, plyo lunge, aka murder burpee. You're down, up, plyo lunge, draw level, burpee. If you'd rather just do a rear lunge, burpee, rear lunge, that's fine. Okay? And the last one, your exercise, cycle crunch. Keep them nice and elegant. One leg bent, one leg straight. Twisting the opposite side of the left leg. And just switch. Switch the movement is all here, not there. So we're not just doing this. Legs there. It should look smooth and fluid. Right, that's it. So last one. Then we've got a little finisher. We're practicing a bit of push and pull, some hog tails. Right, okay, ready guys? Let your booty hops. Let's go.
Yeah, picking up and everybody's picking up. I wanna live it up, I've never been no good at us. And I can feel the love around me, I can feel the love. It's like I'm drowning but I'm proud I couldn't give up. Ooh, I ain't never coming to free. More drinks and then I'm coming on to you. Four more lies until it's like I let it through. The same sacrifice what I wanna do. Whoa.
rows. Okay? It's only short. We've got a lot of legs in that, a lot of cardio. So we're just going to focus on some fundamental movements, push and pull. So, this is designed completely by me, this method. So very, CJ, very good method. It gets you really good at doing the movements. The question, because you're holding at the hardest point. So we're going to do a set of hold 10, shoulder press, and a set of hold 10, bent over row. Just 10 reps. However, you are squeezing for 10 seconds. So you'll want the heaviest dumbbells you've got. A couple of sets. All you're going to do is this. 10 seconds at that point there. 90 degrees is what you're looking for. Not this, not that. 90 degrees. Look at this angle. Nice and straight. Don't be like this. Okay, like this. Okay, I want that. Straight. Like the bottom of a square. Every time the bell goes, full extension. 3, 2, 1. Back and hold. 10 seconds. We do 10 reps. Okay, once we've done that, that's obviously the pushing muscles, chest, shoulders, triceps. Less chest, more shoulders, triceps. Then we're going to do pull. So we're going to do a bent over row. So that hinge position you got into for your deadlift, yeah? Push the knees apart. Okay, there. If you use your hands, you know you've got a good hinge. You have the sandwich. Your belly and your quads are the thread. Okay, then hold your kettlebell. Keep your knees out. Pull and hold to belly button. 10 seconds. Down. 3, 2, 1. Up, squeeze. When you're doing a row, just like when you're doing a press up, it isn't just elbows up, it's elbows down as well. Okay, that's the key thing whenever you're doing that. Even squats. Your back squat, you can bar and you pull it down. Okay? That scapular stabilization is mega important. So many things. Okay, right. Let's have a little go then. 10 reps of each. It's only short. It's just helpful to remind the body of what it's doing, okay? Just 10 reps and we're done. Of each. Just 10. Of each of them. Right, shoulders first then. Dumbbells at the ready. 3, 2. Hold 90 degrees. Up.
I know that I've been out in love before, and how we
well done, everyone. Back in 2 minutes with total mobility. Half an hour of each stretching. Perfect antidote to what we've just done. If not, back tomorrow, 9:30. Same again. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.